Hello.
Hello สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Questions for us.
What does web V-I-B-E
Web. W-I-B-E? W-E-B?
V-I-B-E
We.
V
Oh, V.
V
I-B-E. Vibe.
vibe
Yes, vibe.
means
Ooh, that's difficult. Vibe is similar to vibration.
what word
Vibration is in an earthquake, so you feel the that's a vibration. And vibe is a similar word to vibration. You can see vibe and vibration. Vibe is some type of
web เหรอ
it's like a wave, but it's not a wave like light wave. It's a wave that you can feel.
waveform energy เหรอ
Yes, but a wave is clean. It's like a vibration might not be even. So that's the difference between a wave and a vibration. A vibration might not be even. A wave is very clean though. It's like this. A vibration might be like this.
soft and
It's not
hard.
it's not clean, it's not even.
not even
Yeah.
but I know like some power from electric
Power electric. No. So like this. If you have a wave, it's going to be like this. Like this. Alright. When someone talks to us about a wave, it's like it's even and clean. A vibration is like this. It's not even, it's just like that.
heartbeat when you walking around when you exercise
No, that's just faster. That could still be an even wave. But a vibration is in the ground and you can feel it, but it's not it's not
แรง
even.
สะเทือน like when earthquake and you can see some rock or something
Yeah. But it's not, remember, it's not even. So it's not it's like that. A vibration is not clean and simple. So when you feel a vibe or a vibration, it might not feel good. It's not something that's clean. So when I hear a vibe, it comes from vibration, but a vibe is a feeling that you have about something if it's good or not. Usually it's about a person and we say he has a bad vibe or she has a bad vibe, and that means the feeling that I get from them makes me scared. Maybe about their personality, maybe about the things that the way they look.
like Dr. Rector เหรอ
Yes, definitely. If someone saw him, they might say he has a bad vibe. But it's not always evil. A bad vibe about someone just might mean they're not the right person for you. Not the right person for you to talk to. You could also say they have a good vibe, and that means that you enjoy to talk with them. You enjoy the way they make you feel because of the energy that they make. Usually it's about people. We don't say like the dog has a bad vibe. You can, people will understand, but usually a vibe is from a person. It's from someone you don't know, and you look at them and you say, I don't like that person's vibe. And that means the way they look, the energy that they are giving off. But remember, it comes from vibration, which is like an earthquake. That's why people have trouble with words that are taken from other languages. Because, for example, in English, we say computer, right? In English, the words are taken from other Greek or Latin words that have other meanings, like compute. Compute means to do some math. And computer is like the thing that does the math. So in other languages, though, you can't break the word apart. So in Russian or in Thai, people could say computer. But the word doesn't come from the pieces that it does in English. We have words in English that come from French words or German words. And it makes things very difficult because we don't know the root meaning, the core of the word. And then people get confused why there's problems in grammar. Well, that doesn't confuse me, but other people get confused, they can't figure it out. Anyway, so vibe means the feeling that you get from other people. Could be a good vibe, could be a bad vibe. So, Sipti, do you get a good vibe from me? Or
Yes.
A bad one? Okay,
Yeah.
Great. Good, okay. We had a lot of trouble. The rain came back, even though it's not the rainy season anymore. Songkran, not Songkran. Loi Krathong came, and the kids were losing their fingers. That made trouble for the show. So we only had time for another movie. We watched a couple movies, and we're gonna try to see if we can remember them now. So yesterday we watched, what was the movie?
I don't know.
That animal.
Rat.
He called it a rat, but that was a mean name for it. It has a name.
Tun, I don't know.
It's called a groundhog.
Groundhog.
Yeah, and the movie was Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog.
This is a very famous movie. We have a day in America called Groundhog's Day, and I think it's on February 2nd, like in the movie. And people take this groundhog, looks like a big rat, and it comes out of the tree or whatever. They have a door, and then they talk with it, and they pretend if the groundhog sees his shadow, then that means 6 more weeks of winter, and if he doesn't see his shadow, I think it's a he, then the spring will come early. So in Thailand, people like this winter time because it's cool, but in America, the winter time in New York or in, Detroit is horrible, and people want the winter to end. They hate it. So in America, we don't want the winter. We want the summer to come.
Thai people hate summer.
Right. But the winter is way worse than the summer because in Thailand at least there's air conditioning. 7-Eleven has air conditioning. You can sleep during the day. But in America, the winter is really bad. Even if it's hot in Thailand, you can still drive your car.
Right?
But it's not a heater.
Heater.
Yeah, heater. But in Thailand, you can always drive in the heat.
Mm-hmm.
In America, if it's snowing, if there's a blizzard, if there's so much snow, you can't leave your city.
And what happened with people have to do work or?
Yeah, exactly. They can't go. They can't get to work. Or they have to drive in the snow, and it's really dangerous. You can't drive a motorcycle in the snow. It's impossible. And the cars, They crash all the time. You see people in America, there's one car is stopped and then the other car tries to stop and they can't and they boom. And the next car comes and they try to stop and they for like 30 cars just keep crashing because nobody can slow down.
Forward.
Because of the snow, the ice on the ground. Anyway, so that's Groundhog's Day. This is a very, very famous movie about. We'll hear about it. Okay, go ahead.
In the beginning, at a company.
It's a TV station.
TV station.
A small TV station, not a big one.
A small.
Yeah, we have small TV stations in each city.
A small TV station. There was a guy.
What's his name?
His
name is Phil. The same as the
Phil.
Same as the hedgehog. He's the groundhog. The big rat is called a groundhog.
But why same?
That's just what in the movie they had the same name. The groundhog was named Punxsutawney Phil, and the guy in the movie, the weatherman, his name was Phil also.
Phil.
Yeah. PH, not F.
He was a reporter.
He was a weatherman. Yeah.
And I saw him.
Yes. Working.
But he looked not happy. He didn't happy with.
He didn't
look happy.
Yes.
He didn't look happy.
Yes. And the Thai translation is he looked not happy. But we don't make sentences like that. He didn't look happy.
He didn't look happy.
Yeah.
But that was a job he had.
That's the job he had.
That's the job he had.
That's. Yes.
The job he has. And after he worked, he talked with some people. One or two, I'm not sure.
Probably the producer or the manager, yeah.
He talked about job.
His job.
And what he said.
What
he said. What did he say? Say.
He said, I have a lot of job opportunities. I'm going to leave this place. I hate my job. I'm getting out of here.
And
then the cameraman said, well, I don't think so.
Other job bad.
Worse than this one, yeah. He said, you can work on the home shopping channel.
And they talked about time to go to a place.
Punxsutawney.
Huh?
Punxsutawney.
Name place.
That's the name of the town. It's a very small town.
Punxsutawney.
Yeah, probably it's not a real town. Maybe it is, I'm not sure. But in the movie, it's a small town.
They have to go every year.
Yes.
Every year. For
to
get to do report.
To report.
Story about what do you call animal?
Hedgehog. Sorry, groundhog.
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 Yeah.
but he don't like.
He
didn't like.
well, he didn't like anything. Remember,
He a little bit
he was depressed.
always,
Exactly.
and I think no one like him.
No one.
Liked him also
Mm-hmm.
because he a little bit rude
Yes, rude.
person.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
And before he left, he looked at a girl, a lady.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he talked with another guy about that girl.
What he said.
What he said.
Yeah, you can say what he talked about, but they're not really talking. He's just saying
What he said
to the
another-
manager.
To manager.
To the manager.
She was manager.
She was the new producer. So whoever that guy was said, "This is your new producer. She's going to be your boss."
They didn't work.
Never. She just came. And she was playing with the camera, and Phil was like, "Oh, I don't like this girl." She was silly, he thought.
Silly means
Silly, like a kid.
but I think he liked.
Not in the beginning.
And after that, they three people from the TV station
Mm-hmm.
drove to Punxsutawney
That's the name of the town, yeah.
as they drove.
Mm-hmm. What kind of car did they have?
Van.
Not van. Van. Yeah.
The mean guy.
The mean guy.
Phil.
Okay, Phil.
Phil said something like he won't this time would be his last time to do.
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that lady and that guy, another guy said. Just laugh.
No, she said she said it was so cute. She said she thought the groundhog was cute. She like this, and he said, "Oh, it's horrible."
He looked like serious person.
Right. Depression.
And when they got there at a hotel, Phil said he didn't want to stay there
Mm-hmm.
because it was dirty.
Yep, exactly. He said it was a flea bag, but you didn't remember the word, and that's fine. It's dirty. That's exactly right. Mm-hmm. But he was talking about fleas. So fleas are the little animals that are on cats and dogs that bite them and make them itchy. Like not like mosquitoes, but they live in the cat's fur, and they bite them.
เห็บหมัด probably.
And those are fleas.
Bite and feed blood from
Yes.
big animal.
Yes, but there's many of them that live on animals, and they can live in your bed also.
Really?
But they live in hair, so they're gonna live.
But we can see or not.
You can, but they're very small. Yeah.
Okay. And he asked director, what?
The producer.
The producer
I don't remember her name. Yeah.
for more price
Not more price.
for money.
No.
Or cost.
No. He just said, I don't want to stay here. And she said, don't worry. I spent more money from our show to get you a better room.
Okay. And Phil left there. Let the producer lady and another
The cameraman.
cameraman stay there.
Mm-hmm.
He went to a hotel.
It was a bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Yeah. It's usually like someone's house. Nowadays, people put those houses on Airbnb.
Like homestay เหรอ
Yeah. And usually it's like a old family or something, and they have a room for you and they cook breakfast for you. That's why bed and breakfast. It's like a hotel, but it's usually just a family, not a company.
In that place, there was a living room at first
Not at.
in
Not
on
in. Yes.
first
On
the first
floor.
floor.
Yes.
I saw a old lady.
An old lady.
An old lady
Mm-hmm.
always stay there.
Well, she's the owner. So when you have a bed and breakfast, you are the owner, and you cook breakfast for people, and they stay in one of your rooms. So she's the owner of the house.
She liked to stay หรอ She stood.
She liked to stand.
She liked to stand near a table. Big breakfast table.
Well, it's just a house, so it's a small room, and she cooked those things for those people probably, because she owns the house. When you have a bed and breakfast, you cook the food for people in the morning usually, and so she probably made that food. And usually people are very friendly. They want people to come back to their bed and breakfast, to their small hotel, and so they try to be more friendly than at a big hotel.
Phil found many people there. A lot.
Okay.
Not much. A few people เหรอ
Yeah, usually not very many people. They only have a few rooms.
A few people there and an old lady.
She's the owner.
She was the owner
Yeah.
and take care, service.
She
Service.
served
She
breakfast.
served breakfast for
Served
breakfast for
breakfast.
breakfast
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yep.
Phil went in a room. In that room had
That room, but not. You can't say in that room. Had.
that room. There were
In that room,
in that
or that room had, but you cannot say in that room had.
room had many windows.
Yes, sure.
windows, and a bed for 2 people, but not big. Probably 5 foot or more than.
Okay.
And near the bed
Not had.
there was a table, and I saw a radio on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And other thing I can't remember.
Probably a lamp, but I don't remember either.
And next day.
The next day.
The next day,
Okay.
Phil went to a place. There was no. Phil went to a place to do work.
Okay.
In that place, there were many people, a lot of people, and people came there because they were waiting for sea.
Not waiting for sea. Waiting.
Waiting for.
Not for. Waiting.
Waiting to see. I can't remember name. The rat.
The big rat. No, the groundhog.
The groundhog.
Yeah.
And I saw some hole look like tree.
Yes, but it's
Like
not real.
probably box.
No, it's just a fake home. Yeah, it's not. The groundhog doesn't live in there.
Yeah, I know because
They just put him in there for
because
fun.
I saw a small dog.
Yeah, exactly.
He went to. No, he found. He was going to the not director. I can't remember. The girl.
The director.
The director.
Producer.
Lady.
Okay.
And
Not he was going. He went.
he went to the producer and the cameraman, and the producer said something and touched his shirt. I'm not sure. Said something. I can't remember.
She did, but I don't think it was important because I don't remember either. She just said like where. I think she said where have you been or you're late. Yeah.
And the cameraman said something to him. I can't remember, but I know a little bit. Right?
Maybe, like I said, I don't remember, so I don't think it was important.
Because I think he said he talked with them not good.
We can't remember. That's Thai translation. We don't say talked with.
He said. He like to say. Said.
He was. We have a word. No. He was.
Speak.
No. He was.
He was talking.
Rude. Yeah, he was rude.
He was rude. And after that, time to work, he had.
After that time to work?
And after that, they had to do work. Phil went through a lot of people.
Went through?
Phil went in front of probably
Stage.
Small stage. Phil went to the front.
I don't know if he went to the front, but he went in front of the camera.
Phil.
And behind them was the hedgehog.
But a little.
The groundhog.
Small stage, right?
Yeah.
Phil stood in front of the small
stage. Yeah, that's okay.
And the cameraman recorded, and he started to report.
Do his reporting. Do his reporting. Yeah, his weather report. Because he's the weatherman, and the groundhog is seeing the weather, so that's why he has to go. Yeah.
he
Reported.
reported about I can't remember again.
The ground.
The ground.
Why don't you write it down?
The groundhog. I can't spell.
It doesn't matter. You can write it in Thai.
The
Groundhog.
Groundhog.
Ground means the ground, the dirt, and hog is like a pig or some type of animal. So it's like ground pig or something.
The groundhog. And a older man picked a groundhog.
It's a special one. Picked.
The groundhog
Yeah.
from
Picked the groundhog
up
Yes.
from
It's home.
from his home.
It's not his real home, but in the
From his home.
but it's not his real home. It's just
From
the
box.
fake home.
From box.
And it's not a box. It was a tree, and they made a hole in the tree, and they made a door.
But we look not real.
Maybe it was a fake tree, but I thought it looked real.
And he pretended to talk with the groundhog.
Mm-hmm.
And
What do you think the groundhog said?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think I didn't see groundhog.
Okay, I'll be the guy and you be the groundhog, okay? What do you say?
Put me down.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Leave me alone.
Okay. Good, that sounds right.
Because
Do
the groundhog look his face look not good.
Remember, that's Thai. We don't say not good. His face.
The groundhog.
But let's just learn the English real sentence, and then you can make it more complicated. The groundhog.
The groundhog didn't feel good.
No, not feel
Look
good.
good.
Didn't look.
Look good.
Yes, exactly.
And a few people tried to catch or hold the groundhog and say something I don't know. Talked about what? I don't
No. The guy with the hat. He said, "Okay, I listened to the groundhog. He speaks groundhogese." That means he said, "I can speak with the groundhog." It's not in English. It's in the groundhog's language.
What he said?
He said the groundhog said that he saw his shadow. So that means there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. Sorry. And then everyone in the crowd said, "Oh, no!" And they got angry. Yeah.
And
So one other thing that's important. So in America, we have a lot of small towns like this. Okay? And they don't have any money. So the mayor of the town or the boss of the town says, "Let's make a festival and get people to come." And this is one of those festivals. Somebody said, "Okay, let's pretend that we ask a rat about the weather." And you can see lots of people came to the town. It brings money to the town. It brings customers to the town. We don't have tourism like in Thailand. So to get people to come is hard. And sometimes small towns, they try to make festivals like this. No one really believes them. American people don't think that we can know the end of winter because of a rat. But
you still go.
But people still go because
Want to know?
Because it's a tradition. It's funny. Like that girl said, "Ooh, it's so cute."
And
It's not. People want to.
activity to
It's like a
do.
party. Yeah, it's like something to do. Yeah.
And after that, Phil and the producer went to a cafe or restaurant. Cafe or a restaurant.
It's probably a cafe.
Cafe.
But you can say restaurant. That's fine.
A restaurant. They talked I don't know what they talk about.
I don't remember either. They talked about the weather or something. About maybe there was a blizzard coming. There was a lot of snow coming or something.
And after they talked for a while, the cameraman came and said something to the producer.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
I don't remember.
And after that few left.
They all left together.
Oh.
Yeah, the first day they left together. They all got in the van and they tried to leave Punxsutawney.
Oh yes. They got on in the van.
Yes.
The van and tried to leave that town.
What's it called? What is it called?
It's wrong.
Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney.
Yeah, Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney. But they couldn't leave
Yes.
because a lot of snow.
Yes. What is it called?
Snow.
But they called it something. So much snow, so much wind, horrible storm. Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Blizzard, yes.
Blizzard. Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Yeah, Thai people don't really need to learn blizzard. There's no
Blizzard.
blizzards ever gonna be here, but in America we have blizzards.
Probably I just know for this.
Yes, exactly. New words every day.
That made Phil was very angry. That made Phil angry.
Yes.
He came out.
He
got out from.
Not from.
Got out the van.
We need a word, but not from.
Got out.
Not to. Got out.
Not from. To no.
It's another small word.
Got out. On.
Not on. Got out.
Got out. Small word.
Yes. 2 letters. Got out.
Off.
Yes.
Got out of the van.
Yes.
And went to the police.
Mm-hmm.
And yelled at the police
We would call him an officer.
officer.
Yeah. When we talk with the police, we say officer.
Officer.
Yeah.
He went,
You can say sir, but usually people will say officer, even if it's a woman.
He went to a officer and yelled at him.
You can also say police officer, because there are other officers. So in this case, we need to know what type of officer. You would just say he went to the police officer and yelled at him.
He went to the police officer and yelled at him.
Mm-hmm.
He said something like he want to leave, and he was reporter, and he was a reporter,
new weather reporter. Mm-hmm.
Weather reporter, and he had to leave.
Yes.
He had to leave.
Yes.
But the police officer said, no one can leave.
Yep. I'm closing the road.
Yes, because it's dangerous or something.
Yep.
And he was very angry and went back in the van. Went back to the van
Yes.
and
So went back in is usually a house, but a car we got back in.
he got back in
Yes.
the van
Mm-hmm.
and Phil and his team
Sure.
had to went back
Not went. Had
and
to.
to go back to the hotel.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Everyone stay at the same place.
No, I don't think I don't think the producer stayed with him.
The producers stay same place in the beginning
Yeah.
with the cameraman.
Yeah, I think so.
And Phil stayed at the breakfast house.
Bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Yeah, exactly.
He got there and went to take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't know in that place no hot water.
We don't need to say in that place because we know what the place is.
He didn't know.
He didn't know.
He didn't know. Don't have.
Don't have. He didn't know. There
wasn't. There was.
No.
He didn't know there was no hot water.
Yeah.
There was.
There was no hot water.
That made him angry again.
Mm-hmm.
And
he was always angry, yes. So it doesn't matter for him.
When he came out the bathroom.
When he came out
of
yes.
the bathroom,
mm-hmm.
He found. I can't remember old guy or lady.
I think it was the owner. It was the lady.
And yelled something.
At her. Mm-hmm.
And what she said?
He said there's no hot water. She said, of course there's not. Duh. Yeah, and he was angry. Mm-hmm.
And he just got back his room.
Went back
to his room.
Mm-hmm.
He felt sleep.
Not felt. He
went to the bed.
He went to bed. If you just go to the bed, that means you walk there. That doesn't mean you go to sleep. He went to bed means sleep. He went to the bed just means walking there. Means staying there.
He went to bed.
Yeah. Or he fell asleep.
He fell.
Not felled. Fell asleep.
Mm-hmm. Next day. The next day.
Mm-hmm.
He woke up and he woke up because the radio turned on. Turn it on.
Yes.
And turned on. He heard a song. Someone turned it on a song.
The radio was playing. Yeah.
He woke up because the radio was playing a song.
The same song.
the same song.
Yeah, as the day before.
The same song as the day before.
As the day before.
As the day before.
Right, and he said, you guys made a mistake. He said, you're playing the wrong tape. He thought that someone on the radio station made a mistake.
He thought they
Played.
played same. Play the same
Song.
The same song.
You sing the song. Okay, I'll be Phil. Okay, I wake up. You sing the song. What?
Hold hand something.
Right, exactly. No, he said, put your little hand in mine.
I can't remember.
Yes.
And he didn't worry.
Famous song.
He didn't worry.
He
didn't worry.
No,
He wasn't worried
yes.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
He just
Kept
doing what he
what he
did before.
Okay.
Took a shower, got it, and went to work.
It's like Sipti's day, except no work. Okay, no, okay.
But when he walked on the street.
Okay. When after he went outside.
No. He came from his house and found
Not how.
his room.
Okay.
And found a older lady.
An old lady?
And found an old lady.
That means a new one that we haven't heard of before. I think
the
this is,
old lady.
Oh, she's the owner. Remember?
He found the owner.
Mm-hmm.
She asked him about breakfast or something.
Yeah. Do you want some coffee?
Mm-hmm. Right. And he says.
He said sure.
And he get coffee.
He got some coffee.
Got some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And lived there.
And leaved.
And went.
No. The past of leave is yeah.
And lived there.
Mm-hmm.
He went to do work before. No, on his way, he found an old homeless man.
That's me. That's John. Okay. And what did he do?
At the corner.
Yeah.
That guy just stood.
Well, no, he was pretending to look for money.
Already?
Yeah, and he said, "Oh, sorry, I don't have any. Sorry."
He asked money from Phil. That guy.
Well, he didn't ask, but he was a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The homeless guy did acting.
I don't know what you mean by acting, but he just stood there. He said, "Can you help me?" He didn't say anything. He just went like this, and then Phil said, "Oh, no, sorry, not today."
Because Phil is bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And when he walked for not far from that.
Right.
Someone not yell, asked, say hi, but around. A guy say hi.
Said.
You
can also say yelled and then a word. So if someone's yelling, it doesn't have to be bad. You can say he yelled hello. And then it doesn't have to be bad. But if you say he yelled at me, yeah, that means mean. But he yelled hey. Yeah.
He yelled hello.
Yes.
A guy yelled hello at him. Yelled hello at him. And he looked for
Looked.
looked at him and
All right.
that guy what we call him
Whatever you want. It's your description.
nerd guy
No, you should say what his job was.
he's salesman
He sold something. What did he sell?
I forgot but
Insurance.
insurance what is
Life insurance. So if you get hurt, you pay every month, and if you have a motorcycle accident, they pay you money.
ประกัน
Yeah, he sold life insurance.
we call him salesman
You can say insurance man.
insurance
Insurance man.
insurance man
Mm-hmm.
insurance man came to him and said something like they were friends. They were be friends. They were friends
Before.
before.
They went to school together.
They went to school. They were friends in high school.
He didn't say friends, but he said we went to school together. And he said I went out with your sister or something.
But Phil couldn't remember that.
Not remember.
Remember
Yes, or.
that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked with him not good.
Who's he and him?
Phil
Yes.
tried to lift
Not left.
Lift.
Tried to.
tried to run away.
Yeah.
Ran away.
Run away. Mm-hmm.
And before or as he walked across the road, as he walked, his foot dropped. He dropped.
No.
He jumped. Or
No. He
walked.
No. He stepped
He stepped on.
in.
He stepped in a water hole.
It's called a puddle.
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 Puddle. Yeah.
Puddle.
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 Yeah. Puddle.
Puddle. He stepped in a puddle.
Yes. It's very close to the dog, which is a poodle. The dog with the little the curly hair. It's called a poodle. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a small dog. It's very close to puddle.
Puddle. And after that he walked to he went to a place.
It's probably the town center, the center of the town. That's usually where they have those festivals.
He went to the center of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Center of the town.
The town.
The town.
Yes.
And he met the producer
Mm-hmm.
and the camera man.
Mm-hmm.
Everything happened like before.
The day before.
The day before.
Mm-hmm.
In that day he realized or not?
I'm not sure. He was confused. He thought he was crazy. Mm-hmm.
And in that day, everything happened like before. He felt like he was crazy person.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And when night time came, he went to bed like yesterday, last day,
The last day.
the last,
Or like the day before.
like the day before,
Mm-hmm.
and went, and next day, the next day he woke up at 6 a.m.
6.
6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Same the day before,
Like.
same like the day before,
Yeah.
and he heard
And
the radio playing the same song.
yes.
That made him worried about everything he met. Everything
That made him
worried.
not D. That made him worry
That made him worry
about
everything.
the goldfish.
No.
Oh no.
About his life.
The time trap.
His life.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
His life.
Why did that make him worried about his life?
Because he felt like why everything happened the same.
Why did?
Why did?
Or why was
Why was
everything the same?
everything the same?
He kept saying déjà vu, right? Déjà vu. I don't know, this is maybe a French word or something, but déjà vu is a special idea. It means when you feel that you have done something before, even though you never have. So you know it if you feel it, but it's not easy to explain. If you are just walking down the street and you see someone, sometimes people will think, hey, I've seen this person before. And it makes you feel a little bit scared, like, did this happen before? Sometimes it's just because you had a situation that was similar. Sometimes you meet someone who looks the same and it gives you that same feeling. But sometimes people really feel like they talked with someone before, or they saw something before, or they had the same night before, the same experience. We call that déjà vu.
Before I thought.
But it never happened. Maybe it did happen and you forgot about it also.
Or that situation, no, that experience happened when you was very, very young.
No. The real idea of déjà vu means you feel something has happened before, even though it hasn't. But that's just your feeling. So maybe it did happen before and you were drunk. Or it did happen before when you were young.
Or it didn't happen.
Or it didn't happen and you're just crazy. But the idea of déjà vu is the feeling of something happening again, even though it hasn't. It's that feeling that you have. Say, wait. Like, for example, let me show you. Let's play a game. Okay, so you say, hey, John, I like goldfish. Okay.
Why should like?
Just an example. You say, hey, John.
Hey, John, I like goldfish.
Right. Great. And then you say it again.
Hey, John, I like goldfish.
Déjà vu. That feeling of something already happening, the same exact thing, is the feeling of déjà vu. So in this movie, they talked about déjà vu a lot.
That can make people crazy.
A little bit scared, yes. It also can be something that you see.
Can become to be crazy person.
Not become to be, can.
Can
It can.
It can become to
Not become. It can.
be.
No, it can.
It can make people crazy.
Yes. Exactly. Like in The Matrix.
Then
Do you remember in The Matrix? Did you see the movie The Matrix?
yes,
So remember.
we should rewatch because almost right now they making part 4.
Right, but the point of our movies is not just to watch movies and have fun. The point of this.
No, I mean for our I was at my room. You was.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yes.
But what I'm saying, the point of watching these movies is because we need experiences in English that you don't have for vocabulary and for ideas. And these movies that I have chosen are not the best movies. They're not my favorite movies. My favorite movies is Star Wars. And Star Wars has nothing to do with American culture. I don't feel that there is anything in English that is represented in Star Wars. The point of this is to watch movies that when I, as an American English person, see them, I say yes. Those people, those situations, those ideas are things that I have seen, I have heard, and I have experienced. And you can experience them by watching those movies. Just the ones that I choose, though, because the time trap has nothing to do with those experiences that I have had. But you can have some of those experiences that I have had by watching the movies of them.
You want I know.
You want.
You want me to.
I want everyone
to know what happened in your life.
Not just my life, but in
Your country.
America, growing up in the United States, seeing the things that I have seen, seeing the people that I've seen. I've seen people like Eminem in Detroit. I've seen people like the Mean Girls in Mean Girls. I've seen people like Phil in this movie. And I have seen people wanting these things, wanting this life, and being angry and sad and relationships and all of those things in America that I have seen in these movies. That's why we're watching them. And also to have content, remember, for the test. So when you learn English, you don't have any experiences. So when you go to the test and someone says, and they ask you a question, tell me about a day that you think would be the perfect day in your life. For someone who went to grammar class and learned I is going there you, they're never going to be able to answer this question because they have no imagination, they have no content, they have no experience. But you will be able to do it because you'll say, let me just describe Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog Day.
Right? So we're fixing many problems at the same time that they don't teach in regular English class, right? Okay, anyway, that was very good. Lots of details. We still have some grammar problems, but Sibti can guess half of the time now about which word it will be. It's great.
We talk until the middle or no?
I don't think it's middle. You only got to about maybe a third of the way. But the rest is very compressed and very quick, and so I don't think it will take you as long to explain the rest. Anyway, thank you so much. Any questions?
No.
If you want to see this same episode.
That it happened in the real life. Ask something from Groundhog.
Yes.
Is real?
Yes.
Is the legend?
Yes, we do that. People still do that.
For a long time?
Yes.
Until now?
Yes, people still, nobody watches it, nobody believes it, but it's a fun little, people go to the town and they get the hedgehog, oh, it's so cute, Did you see your shadow? He talks to you. Did you see your shadow? And people just have fun. They go to a party. It's a
And in
tradition.
that town have people who can talk with groundhog.
They're
Like
just
which-
the mayor. It's
like
just
which-
the boss of the city. Yeah, he just pretends. He's like, hey, groundhog, what do you see? And he just makes it up, Probably they ask a weatherman, is there going to be 6 more weeks of winter, or is the winter going to come quickly?
Before they made this festival, they asked some information from real weather.
Probably. But a long time ago, maybe they just asked. They just looked
But
at the
why
groundhog.
have to be groundhog?
It's just a tradition.
Tradition.
Why do Thai people use the katone in the river, right? It's somebody, I don't know the real story. That
Because
probably,
it happened for a long time.
yeah. Maybe somebody was drunk, said, hey, let's ask the groundhog. Who knows? I don't know what the story is. You could look it up. But I don't know what the story is. I don't think many American people know what the story is. So that's why I don't care. I'm only teaching you the things that I know. You don't need to know why the groundhog, why anyone cares about the groundhog. But you do need to know about Groundhog's Day. But you don't need to know why the groundhog.
That is same. It is same. Why should be the groundhog? I thought because that place have a lot of groundhog.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it could, in that city, there could be a lot of groundhogs, and it was an old idea. Maybe someone told a story one time. Hey, you got to see the groundhog to see if it's going to be an early spring or not. Yeah, could be in the town, definitely. But I don't know that. I don't know why it
But
started.
for me, katong people use because have a lot of
Not have.
there were a lot of banana
Banana tree,
and people knew it can
float.
float.
Okay, but anyway, there are other traditions. There are other customs that don't necessarily make sense, but people still like to party and have fun. They don't take them too seriously. Okay, anyway, any questions?
No.
If you want to see Sipti doing the same thing tomorrow, maybe we know what I'll do? I'll put on this video as the next video. So people will feel like, hey, it's
People
a
know
groundhog.
you trick them.
The Groundhog's Day. I'm gonna put this video 3 or 4 times so that you feel like it
good.
really. Well, tomorrow we'll hear about what Sibti would do if she was trapped in Groundhog's Day. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
ขอบคุณค่ะ